smoother once the engine's warmed up. Still smokes pretty bad though. Hey YouTube, this is Kyle. I just wanted to do a quick video about the John Deere 435. Just got it pulled out. So I picked up this one a little while ago. It's a neat little tractor. This one does not have power steering. Some of the 435s did. I would also like to rebuild the engine on this one because it smokes pretty bad and takes a lot of work to get it started. Fortunately though, we happen to have a company in the valley that's kind of one of the nationally known rebuilders of Detroit diesel engines. So they actually sell the 253 rebuild kit, which is what this tractor takes. But anyway, let me just kind of zoom in here. You can see right there the little GM logo, little Detroit diesel. This is again a 253. The red hose is because I had it piped in with a water heater, a block heater, and I removed the heater but kept the hose there. I'll remove the hose in the future. If I use it in the winter, maybe I'll put the heater back on. I haven't really decided yet, or a new one I guess. But it's pretty faded, needs to be painted. This tractor I believe is based on the 430W frame. This one does have the float ride seat, but it needs to be rebuilt. Like I said, it's just kind of how I got it for the most part. I've done some work on it. Some parts are new, but not a whole lot. This one does not have the rear couplers, but does have PTO and a 3-point. Does have the clamshell fenders. Here's a look at the operator platform. You have your throttle and your gauges, oil, temperature, hours, and I think voltage. There's your shifting quadrant. Like I said, I don't know a whole lot about the specifics. If I told you very much, I don't want to say anything incorrectly. So again, it does have the adjustable rears and fronts. And if I was wrong about being based on the 430W, I will let you know. So the Detroit diesel is a pretty interesting engine. It's a GM, I guess before they started calling it Detroit diesels. So a quick note, one thing about these old Detroits is they seem to leak everywhere. And this one definitely leaks a lot of oil everywhere, so hopefully I can rebuild it in the future and tidy up some of the leaks. But if you don't know about a Detroit diesel, they're kind of interesting. So obviously you have your airbox. And then this is a blower right here. But they're unique in that they, this is a 2-cylinder, 2-stroke diesel. So if you know about how a 4-stroke diesel works, the 2-stroke diesel, at least the way that they implemented them on these tractors, is kind of interesting. Because what they did here is they have a blower that blows air into the cylinder from the bottom. So when the piston lowers all the way down to the bottom, it actually has some holes in the bottom of the cylinder, and the blower blows fresh air in and it blows all the exhaust air out. So the piston raises, it raises and does its compression stroke, and then it will ignite, so it does its power stroke, and it comes down. As it goes down, then it'll get all that fresh air in and blows all the exhaust air out. So then every time the piston comes up, you have another compression and another power stroke. And I'm sure I very much oversimplified it, but I think that's the gist of it. I have a water pump here. your oil gauge, or your oil dipstick, excuse me. I should say that's an air cleaner, but has a oil reservoir, as many of the tractors do at the time. Got a pretty wide front end if you compare it to a normal 430 or 420. It's a pretty cool little tractor. There's a hydraulic pump right there for your hydraulics. Again, I wish this one had power steering. It's kind of cool. The 430 that I just acquired that needs to be rebuilt still has power steering, so it'll be interesting to see how it feels. Your back hydraulics. Again, this had a float ride seat, but it needs to be rebuilt. So I might just swap it out for a normal seat. Anyway, that's that. It's the I believe 1960 John Deere 435. Runs a little smoother once the engine's warmed up. Still smokes pretty bad though.